Once again, I have spent £60 on donuts so that you don't have to. Shall we see if they're worth it? Happy Halloween, everyone! If you're new here, I'm Selena. I love desserts, I love chocolate, I love donuts, I love bakeries, I love pastries, I love anything sweet. So I have very high standards when it comes to desserts. We're going to be rating the Doughnut Time Halloween vegan donut selection. There's 2 boxes. One of them is the gluten-free baked donuts and the other ones are just their standard vegan Halloween selection. They give you 2 of the pumpkin Kardashian and they give you 2 of the scary spice, which is the cinnamon scroll. We're going to be rating these donuts 1 on their aesthetic, 2 on their name. You know Doughnut Time has really witty names for their donut. We're going to be rating those. 3 taste, 4 generosity. Are they well filled? And then I'm going to tell you if I would buy them again and if you should buy them. I hope you guys are appreciating the little Halloween setup here. Let's get into it. I can already see that they are not playing around. The packaging on these donuts, very spooky. In the gluten-free Halloween 6-pack, we have Mutant Mike, vegan lemon and lime gluten-free cake donut, lemon and lime glaze, sprinkles, sugar eyes. I think this is going to be my least favorite. This is a play on words from Magic Mike. Name-wise, I would give this a 4 out of 10, just because I think it's not very clear what the play on words actually is. Let's try it. Oh, it has sprinkles at the bottom. The lemon and lime is very potent. The actual donut, I think because it's gluten-free and also probably because it's been baked, is not very soft. It has a grainy texture. I think you can see it from the inside. From the aesthetics, I think it is super cute. They really nailed it here. Quite simple, but overall I would give the aesthetics of this an 8. They put a lot of eyes. It looks very Halloween-y, so very much in good spirits. For the taste, I would give this a 6. It tastes really nice. I wish it wasn't so grainy. For the generosity, I would give this a 9. I think obviously it's not a filled donut, but I think that they've put a lot of eyes on there, and with the icing they were quite generous. I can't complain about that. Would I have it again? Lemon and lime isn't really my flavor. For a Halloween donut, if I was having a Halloween party, yes, I would buy this again. We're off to a great start here. Scary Mickey Mouse palette cleanse. That's chocolate milk in there. Donut number 2, Skelly Clarkson, vegan, vanilla, gluten-free cake donut, cherry pie filling, vanilla glaze. I thought it should be called Scary Clarkson, but then I realized it's because it's a skeleton and actually Skelly Clarkson is better. So on the basis of name, we're giving this one a 10. I love the name here. Aesthetic wise, very, very cute. I'm giving this another 10. I have no reason to fault it. It is what it is. It's a skeleton and it's super cute and I love it. As you can see, it's not very generously filled. Again, it has that kind of sort of grainy cake look about it. Which one should I taste? Let's go for this one. I think this one has more filling. The second one did not have as much icing. It didn't have as big eyes. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt here by picking the bigger one. The vanilla buttercream, so nice. The icing on this is top notch. Unfortunately, one tiny little bite and the filling is gone. It still has that grainy texture I'm beginning to understand I think is gluten-free in general. Overall, the taste of this, I would give it a 7.2. The vanilla buttercream is really great. I think the cherry filling is very complimentary. Unfortunately, I do not think that there is enough of it. So on a generosity scale, I'm giving this a 1.7. I think this is ridiculous that the cherry filling is gone completely. Unimpressed with that. Would I buy this again? No. Even for a Halloween party, I think it's a mockery to have such little amount of filling in a donut when it's supposed to be a filled donut. So I would not buy this again now. And Dead Sheeran, vegan caramel gluten-free cake donut, honeycomb glaze, vanilla glaze, sugar eyes. I'm quite excited about this one. I think Dead Sheeran is a really funny name. I'm giving that name a 10. That one got to me. Aesthetically, I think that yes, okay, it's bright, it's orange, it's big. Matching with the donut actually, I didn't even realize. I don't think there was anything particularly special about it. So I'm giving the aesthetics of this a 3, below average. Nothing really interesting going on, just an orange donut. Let's give it a taste. I don't taste the caramel in this. No. The grainy texture, still there. It doesn't taste of caramel. I can't even taste the honeycomb, really. No, yeah, the honeycomb is there. The caramel isn't there. So on a general scale of taste, I would give this a 3. Like, it's a pleasant donut, but it's definitely not worth £4.50. And 2, like, there's no caramel that I can taste in that. It's very disappointing. Generosity? Yeah, they're quite generous with the icing. I would give this a 5, like generous enough, nothing special, no over the top. And would I buy this again? No, I wouldn't. It doesn't do anything for me. Like, it's nothing special. It's just a glazed donut with a funny name. Moving on to the vegan box. Don't forget to like if you want more videos like this. In the vegan Halloween 6-pack, we have the all favorites because, I mean, they must be if there's 2 each of these in there. Scary Spice, Cinnamon Scroll, Biscoff Glaze, Vanilla Glaze, Sugar Eyes. This is a cinnamon scroll. I don't know why I didn't expect it to actually be in the shape of like a cinnamon bun. Because of that, I would give the aesthetics a 10. The concept of that is astonishing to me. And it even has actual cinnamon bits, it looks like, in it. So it's not filled, but it is a cinnamon scroll. The name, Scary Spice, from the Spice Girls, I imagine? I will give it a 4. Let's taste it. I'm going in for the eye. I don't know why, but this takes me back to Norway. That's strange, isn't it? Food can take you back to memories. That's actual cinnamon in there. It pairs very, very nicely with the vanilla glaze. I can't taste the Biscoff glaze, and the actual cinnamon bun itself, soft and quite generous with the cinnamon. Taste, overall, I'll give it an 8.8. Generosity, I'll give it a 9. It's basically a vanilla glazed cinnamon bun. I would buy this again, for sure. Imagine this filled with cinnamon. Pumpkin Kardashian, Lotus Biscoff spread, vanilla and caramel glaze, caramel buttercream, Lotus Biscoff biscuit. There's 2 of these in a pack. I imagine that's like the David Hasselhoff Biscoff, which I have quite often. It's my favorite one, obviously. I think it's everyone's favorite one. Let's start with the aesthetics. I think it's all about the detail. And the fact that this pumpkin is not just orange, but it also has this green tint to it. It really captivates me. It, I think, is great attention to detail here. I mean, it's a nice pumpkin. I think it does what it needs to do. But the green, it really impresses me that they went to that amount of detail for the aesthetic. The name, Pumpkin Kardashian, I love it. I can't fault it. I'll give that a 9. I think that's quite funny. Which one should we have? Let's do this one because it has the biscuit still on it. I'll go in for a second bite. Oh, that's good. Biscoff definitely complements the buttercream. But we all knew that. Again, it's very similar to the David Hasselhoff Biscoff. I think the difference here is that this has caramel glaze added to it as well, because there's definitely something different here. Taste, 10. There's a reason this donut is my favorite. Generosity, 7. As you can see, there's still a little bit of Biscoff, but there really just was not that much. Could you see when I was squeezing it that nothing was coming out? And that's just disappointing because I cut straight through the middle. So there definitely should be a little squeezing factor, and there still isn't. And that's just, it's not great. The buttercream goes always very well with the Biscoff. Great donut, what can I say? Would I buy it again? Yes. Yeah, I like this one. I do like this one, even though I'm upset about the lack of generosity here. I don't understand, when a donut is so expensive, how can you be so stingy with the filling? Especially when it's supposed to be a filled donut. But again, I guess some people would find it overly sweet if there was too much of it. But you know, like, you're paying for it. So, you know, gosh, that is a sweet donut. Ghost Malone. Vanilla glaze, cherry pie filling, sugar eyes. I like the name. I think the name is very funny. For a name, we're going to give it 10. I like that it's Ghostbusters and it's not just a simple ghost. Aesthetics, it's nice, but again, it's like nothing super creative. The cherry filling on this is a lot more generous than the baked donut. Can you see that the dough is a lot more squishy? Okay, now we're talking. See, I still have cherry filling in there. The other one, I didn't have cherry filling in it anymore after a bite. This one, it's coming out of the other side. This one is properly filled. The other one, they really underdid it, in my opinion. Interestingly, I feel like now it's overpowered by the cherry pie because there's not enough vanilla glaze to complement it. Can you see how small the layer of the vanilla glaze is? It's practically not there. Taste-wise, I would give this a 6.8. Generosity, I would give this a 7.5. I would say, because it kind of balances out, like the cherry filling is very generous, I would give that a 9. Closing in on a 10. The vanilla glaze, not generous at all. That just lowers it. And would I get this again? Yeah, I would definitely get this one over the Skelly Clarkson. Not even because of the texture of the dough, which obviously this one is much softer, but because of the generosity of the cherry pie filling, which is, if this is the donut that you're getting, this is what you're getting it for. And Count Bachelor, red and black vanilla glaze, dark chocolate bat. Before I even say anything else, this is a striking donut. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. I think it's exactly what Halloween should be. It's red, it's bright, the little bats going on. It's so captivating and so exquisite. This is what I'm expecting a Halloween donut to look like. So from the very beginning, aesthetics, 10. If I could do more than 10. This is a very, very beautiful donut, in my opinion. The name, Count Bacula. Could they have done something more with this? Probably. You know, like, you're playing on words on something that's already a bat. I would give it a 6. Let's give it a taste. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna obviously get an entire bat. Yes. The chocolate complements this donut so well. I usually prefer filled donuts, but this donut in particular is doing bits. The icing is generous enough. It's not super generous. There's only 2 bats. Maybe they could have done with a third, but you know, sometimes less is more. Because the chocolate goes so well with the donut, maybe if the bats were smaller, you could fit more on, which I think would make more sense, because you want the chocolate in with the vanilla glaze. Whereas because there's only 2 big bats, if you don't get a bat, you don't get a bat, and then you don't really get to experience the donut for what it is. Generosity wise, I would give this a 7. Like, it's generous enough. The bats are big. It's a significant size, but that kind of takes away from the fact that you don't get it throughout, if that makes sense. And the layer of icing is nice. I think people don't like overly sweet things, so maybe I have a more biased opinion because I love sweet things. But generosity wise, yeah, I think a 7 is fair. And 100% I will buy this again. Yes, this is a delicious donut. This is, I would just have loads of these at a Halloween party. I think these are amazing. Very impressed. You know what? Doughnut Time did good with their Halloween donut. Firstly, I just want to say the fact that they even have this selection is just such a blessing for the vegan community. At least for myself, I can say that. Being able to have such a huge range of donuts is just, thank you, Doughnut Time, because I know that a lot of your competitors, Krispy Kreme, do not have that. The variety in the normal vegan box versus the gluten-free vegan box. It's a shame that one of them, even though they have the same amount of donuts, they both have 6 donuts, one of them has 4 different donuts, the other one has only 3.
And just to quickly say, the normal vegan donuts are quite considerably bigger in size than the gluten-free ones. I don't know, that doesn't really sit right with me. If you're paying the same amount, you should be getting the same size donut.
But again, great variety. Is it worth £25 a box? The gluten-free one? No, I just don't think that they're anything particularly special. The normal vegan Halloween box, yes. My favorite donut was the Count Bacula. The dark chocolate really took it up a notch. It made the donut so much better. And other than that, the Scary Spice, such a unique idea.
Scary Spice gets the award for being the most innovative, Dead Cheering gets the award for having the best name, and Mutant Mike gets the award for having the best design.
If you like this, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what your favorite type of donut is, filled or non-filled. Mine is filled, obviously. The sweeter the better. If you're new on your plant-based journey and you don't know where to start, then message me because I do one-to-one coaching and can provide guidance and just someone to help you along on the journey. Don't forget to subscribe. It shows me that you're enjoying the content. If you enjoyed me rating these donuts, then I know you're going to love us rating these other donuts. So I'll see you over there.